everybody. Today is Halloween, October 31st. It's 10:58 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Target and shop for 10 items. I'm going to get $20.08 for 9.4 miles. So this particular offer that came in, I got just right now, and it's the very first offer that I got all day since I started my shift, and it took about it took about an hour to get this opportunity. Not so hot. Because it's Halloween though, I did start my day late. I normally start at 8 a.m. and I started it at 10. So an hour later than, 2 hours later than normal, which is fine. I was like, wow, no big deal. I was really almost considering just taking the day off since it's Halloween. But I figured, well, it'll be fun to kind of go out and see what's happening in the city. Since it's Halloween, maybe I'll see some cool costumes, or who knows what I'll see. So it might be a little bit unusual today. So I'm like, well, I don't mind going out. Halloween is sort of one of these days where, you can always expect to find something unusual happening. And even maybe this particular shopping order, maybe there'll be something unusual in the shopping order. Let's see, what do they want me to get? Oh, it's all ordinary stuff, bananas. It's all grocery items. There's nothing unusual in this shopping order. I thought maybe they're going to order like Halloween stuff, but no, it's regular. And this will probably be a really short video today because it's so slow. I don't think that many people are ordering very much stuff right now. I was on the app for an hour and nothing good came in, and it was dead silent for the longest time. There wasn't a single offer that was coming in. Very, very slow today, guys. The temperature is currently 63 degrees, and it's like there's like some clouds in the sky, but it's just those real hazy looking clouds. It's mostly blue sky out here. And as far as the vibe I'm getting today so far, it's just people are just having a good time right now, thinking about tonight and whether or not they're gonna do trick-or-treating or parties, or they're just gonna hide like me in the house and turn their lights off. Right here is the Halloween store, so of course all the young people are coming and going. They're all excited to shop for their costumes. So that's what's happening right here. And then we got Sprouts here on the right, and everybody's just kind of hanging out. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe an Uber. Then turn right. And then coming up here on the right is going to be Target. I just got to find a place. I always park far away from the main entrance. And it's because I like to keep my car safe from the craziness. So I'm going to park. I think I'll just park right here because here comes a Tesla as usual. Oh, am I going to fit? Oh, I just fit in the parking spot. I was so wrong about that order. I was so wrong. Oh, let me tilt this a little bit. Seemed a little bit off kilter. I thought this was a non-Halloween water. Ugh. I thought this was going to be a non-Halloween shopping experience. Boy, was I wrong. This was a Halloween shopping extravaganza. I was shopping for Halloween stuff in that candy section like nobody's business. I'm like, how long is this gonna take to get all this Halloween candy? I guess I didn't notice it because the candy was at the bottom of the shopping list, so I didn't see it all. Holy cow, there was a ton of candy. It was crazy how much candy there was in that shopping list. and chips and dip, and they're obviously gonna have some type of, munch fest tonight for Halloween, because they got themselves lots and lots of candy. The only sad thing was in the aisle where the candy is here at this Target, everything was gone. I mean, there was no candy left. People were going berserk buying that Halloween candy. There was the shelves. It reminded me of like at Christmas time, when you finally go at Christmas time to look for a gift and all the shelves are bare. That's what it was like in there. People had completely ravaged the entire Halloween candy section, so that there was nothing left but scraps. So what the customer wanted was some vampire candy ring. So a ring, like a ring in the shape of like a ruby or something, a ruby ring, but it's a candy that the kids can eat while they wear it as jewelry. They had none of those. Those were completely gone. And then they wanted like a Hershey's combo pack, but a special Halloween edition of different Hershey candies. That was completely gone. So I ended up having to go to the regular candy section, which was about 4 or 5 aisles away from the Halloween section. And because it's sort of separated from the other Halloween candy, all the other Target customers had no idea there was more candy 4 or 5 aisles away from the Halloween section. So there was still candy to be had in that section, only it wasn't branded for Halloween, but it was essentially the same stuff. So I got a couple of bags of Halloween candy over there, and then I tried to get them some Dums, those Halloween Dum suckers, but as a substitute for the vampire ruby ring suckers. So instead of those, but unfortunately in that particular situation, they only had the Dums, and when I was checking out and heading to the register, the customer messaged me and they said they did not want those Dums. So I removed them, and so they'll get a refund on those. And I don't think anything else was too difficult to find. They wanted this special deodorant in sandalwood, and they only had that particular brand of deodorant and that scent as an antiperspirant / deodorant. So I was like, and I tried to scan it. It said this is the wrong one, but I said, well, based on the picture, it says sandalwood, and then and it says, I could see when I zoomed in, it said just deodorant, but I said, wow, this is just all they're gonna get. They did have one that was a deodorant, but it was a different scent. And if I know people, they care more about the scent than if it's an antiperspirant. So I got them the correct scent, and then they never said no, that was wrong, so that was good to go. I think that was it. There were a lot of kids in there. Kids, quote unquote. People in their teens and 20s were in there. And oh man, young people are so different from today. They're so different in their behavior. I mean, they're not rude or anything. They're just, they behave much more silly than I recall my generation behaving. I think in my generation, everybody always tried to act. We always tried to act older than what we were. You know, we always tried to act older and like in charge. Very, you know, a lot of attitude, Gen X attitude. And I don't really get that sense that kids act that way. At least the ones that I saw today, they seem to be a lot more like, I don't know what the word is, like more childlike, but more like trying to just be more themselves, which was nice. You know, a little bit on the goofy side, but nice. But at the same time, you know, they don't want anybody invading their bubble. You could tell like they're in a bubble. They're like in this weird, goofy bubble that they're living in. So I'm sure that's influenced heavily by social media and then just technology. So, because that's what really alters people's personality. Like, everybody just wants to fit in ultimately. That's the bottom line. It's like whoever you are in the world, you just want to fit in and be a part of the gang. And then, so whatever is trending, that's what always starts to happen. People fall into like this trends of whatever is occurring, and then that's just, it becomes a normalized behavior. So it was kind of refreshing in a way to see people just having a good time, even if they were a little bit immature, in my opinion. Uh-oh, do I have to get over? Yeah, I gotta get over. The lane ends. So I'll be telling you about the drop-off. 11-minute drive, 5.8 miles. It just says, please leave at the door. So that's it. And it's a house. There's nothing else to say about that. What else happened when I was there? There was no waiting at the register. All the young people did not want to interact or engage with the cashier. They all were waiting in a long line at the self-checkout, which I was really surprised. I'm like, that tells you too how they don't want to have any real physical interaction with anybody. They just want to go to a machine and do their transaction. The idea of having to engage with an actual human being at a cash register is just too much for them. And that's why the wave of the future is going, where everybody's going to do self-checkout and nobody's going to be doing physical cashiers in the future. They're going the way of the dinosaur. And that's just how it goes. Let's see, whose turn is it? Is it your turn? You were there first, white truck, so you go ahead. But don't take your time. I need to get going. There they go. Oh boy. The time is 11:36. The temperature is warming up. It's currently 60 degrees. I only have 4.2 miles on the car, and I'm getting a terrible mileage of 34 miles to the gallon right now. Terrible gas mileage because I'm going all uphill. To get up here, you gotta completely go uphill the whole way. So that affects gas mileage. But going back, it'll all even out, and I'm sure I'll be at, you know, somewhere between 50 and 60 miles per gallon once I get back home. And then I reset my DoorDash, so I'm all good to accept offers on DoorDash once I drop this off. And we'll see if I get anything heading back. I got my schedule open until 2. I had for a snack today, I had a delicious cherry Danish. And because of my pre-diabetes, I had to figure out a way to make it healthy with fiber. So I took a slice of high fiber bread, which has about 6 grams of fiber in it. I put that on the plate, and then I set the cherry Danish on top of the high fiber bread, and then microwave them together for about 20 seconds. And then I kind of took a fork and merged them together. So it was almost like it felt like I was just eating a cherry Danish with a lot of extra breading to it, and because all the goodness blended in with the high fiber bread. And I noticed that after I ate it, I didn't have that sugar spike that I would normally feel after just eating the Danish. So it did work. The fiber inside, that's the secret to eating, wait, do I turn here? No. That's the secret to eating real sweet desserts if you're pre-diabetic. Make sure you eat it with something that has a lot of fiber so you digest it a lot slower than what you would if you just ate it straight. So there's a helpful tip for all you people out there that want to eat sweets, but you're now if you're diabetic, I don't know what you could do. I can't give you advice on that because being actually diabetic is a whole different situation than being pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic means you have slightly elevated A1C levels. So that means you just have to, exercise and eat a balanced diet. So you're still allowed to eat crap. So so that's what I'm just telling you for you people who want to still eat crap and are worried about blood sugar spikes, but you're not actually diabetic. Because who knows? I don't know. You may just keel over if you just have a Danish straight like I did. So don't do that. But anyway, that was my snack this morning. And I always try to get between 30 and 40 grams of fiber every day for blood sugar reasons. And of course, it doesn't hurt to just be more regular anyway with your digestion. That's always a very healthy tip. For all you people who are in your 50s, around my age, these are the things that you think about when you're older. When you're young, you think about being popular and dating and getting a lot of money. And then when you're my age, you worry about just health. You're always thinking about your health and how can I stay healthy and live longer and not completely fall apart. So that's how your brain will change as you age. For good, for better or for worse, that's what's going to happen. Well, it says I'm going to be making a right coming up, but I don't know if that's the best way to go. Why is it taking me that way? It's saying make a right on Dewar Highlands. But I normally, when I do that turn, I go the other way. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just make a turn on the next light coming up. Because every time I make a right on Dewar Highlands, it just ends up just telling me to make a left on the next street. Anthem something or other. I can't remember the name of the street. But it's the next one coming up. I think this is the better way to go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm saving 0.4 miles by going the way I changed it. I guess the app was doing the directions based on shortest time, not on distance. But since I come up here all the time, I know exactly what the fastest ways normally are to get where I need to get to. Now what's it doing? Uh-oh, I think I'm lost. Oh, it's telling me to keep going straight ahead. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm really out of whack. Where am I going? Shoot, I almost turned on the wrong street. Oh, brother, what is wrong with me? Well, hell, I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I was being so smart. I'm like, I'm so smart. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. So anyway, we're way up here in Anthem, as you can tell. There's nothing up here but an Albertsons, and there's one fast food restaurant or something. Come on, big truck, go. I'm waving you through. Can you see my hand? It's telling you, please, just go. Don't hesitate. Don't worry about me cutting you off. I'm allowing you. I'm giving you my permission to go. Alright, now I'm going to blow past that giant, I don't know what that was, that giant motorhome. That trailer hitch. I'm going to be making a left up here at this next turn. It's no wonder these people wanted me to do their shopping. They're not close to really anything that's good. And I'm sure the Albertsons where they're at is completely picked clean of all the special items. Oh, I don't think there's any gate codes or anything like that. I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good so far. I don't know if there's going to be any internet to take the picture. That I don't know. But everything else should be fine. Yes, I don't think it's even going to be. I think this was quoted as being 10 miles. But I have 0.7 miles to go, so I think I've saved a mile. I think it's only going to be a 9-mile trip. Whoa, everybody, what is going on here? Okay. I don't like when they put these weird little cones in here. Like, what am I supposed to do? Speed hump ahead. Oh, here it is. Speed hump. Construction, 5-mile-an-hour zone. I don't see any construction. I know people love to put up Halloween decorations, but I'm not a fan of the blow-up Halloween decorations. I like it when there's those actual sculptures that they put out. I think the blow-ups look fine for Christmas. Those look fine, but I don't know about Halloween, and I don't know why that is. I can't even tell you why I don't prefer the blow-ups. Maybe because they look cute, maybe? Maybe they look cute rather than scary. I have yet to see a scary blow-up of any sort. No. I mean, you could always do a pumpkin, a blow-up pumpkin. At least that's Halloween, and and that still qualifies as being cute. But to do a blow-up ghost or skeleton, there's nothing scary about a blow-up skeleton or ghost at all. Boy, we're really deep in here. We're really going for the gusto. We are deep inside of Anthem, the land of people that don't want to be bothered. I think it's this right. Excuse me. I think it's this right here. Oh wow, we're really far. Look at the dragon. See, Blowup Dragon. Are you scared of that Blowup Dragon? I'm not. It's gonna be on the left-hand side. God, I don't know if I'm gonna get internet here. Boy, they sure love Halloween here. Okay, we got some more inflatables. You see the moving death creature, and look, they have a lot of Grim Reapers. They're all inflatable. Oh boy. Let's see. I guess it's this house here, right? Yeah, it's this house here on the corner. Alright, it's got to get to the front door. Let me turn this around and I'll park in front of their driveway. They got a lot going on. I'll park right here. Right here, and I'll walk in between their cars. That's dropped off, but I don't think I have any cell phone service at all. Alright, it looks like it submitted the photo. Let me type in front door just in case it doesn't go through. Alright, it went through. Now I gotta figure out how to get the heck out of here. I don't remember how I got in here. Oh, I think I just make a right at the stop sign. Resume dash. And now I got no internet. With 13 minutes remaining on the app, I've got no internet. Oh, there it goes. It went through. Oh man. Gosh, I hope I remember how to get out of here. I feel lost. I'm getting this sense that I'm going the wrong way. Let me activate my navigation. Start. Welcome to driving mode. Start. I don't care. Start. Yep, I went the wrong way. But it's fine. It's telling me the way to go. It's still telling me that I got 18 minutes to go to get back home. It's gonna be an 8-mile drive to get back home. Alright, that's all I need to know. I know how to get here from this street. I've gone on this road so many times. The first time I did this one, I didn't know what I was doing because it has all these stops, these two-way stops where you have to look left and look right before you go at most of the intersections. It's like the cars to your left and right have no stop sign. And if you're from around here, it's very unusual. Most intersections have four-way stops, but not this place. This place sometimes, this place for the most part, it's always a two-way stop, but sometimes it's not a stop for you, and other times it's a stop, it is a stop for you. So you have to really pay attention. And I always try to look for those yellow signs below the stop sign, and I'm like, okay, cross traffic does not stop. I got it. Wait a minute, where do I go from here? Okay, I know where I'm at. This kind of twists and turns. It's like the same street, but you gotta do this zigzag motion to stay on the right road. See, this road here, it's the same road I just left, but for whatever reason they have it break up like this. I don't know why. I'm sure this is a master plan community, so some genius thought this was a great idea and a perfect way to break up the roadway so it wasn't a perfect straight line. Have you noticed whenever you go into nice areas, like wealthy areas, they always make the roads twist and turn and wind? They do that on purpose so that it doesn't feel like industrial. It feels like when you're there you are, so if you're strolling on the sidewalk, it feels like you're walking much further than you really are because you can't see what's around the bend. It's a mental thing. Or it's my turn, little Chevy. It is my turn. Well, it should be a nice Halloween evening. There's no wind right now, and it'll be a little bit chilly tonight, but that's not a bad thing when you have to wear all those layers of costume. When you put your costume on, usually you dress with a lot of different layers of clothing to make your costume look authentic, and then plus you're wearing a mask, so you're getting hot too. So it's gonna be good for the kids. I remember as a kid what we used to do, and we always loved it when it was colder to go out because we had so much junk that was attached to us, and we were always worried if the makeup we were wearing was gonna melt on our faces from sweating so much. And I don't know, I remember as kids we used to go out really late. We wouldn't come home till about midnight. We would stay out all night. And sometimes, we see kids throwing eggs at each other, or I can remember we would get so much candy, it would be so heavy. I would have to ask somebody, can you hold my candy for me? It's so heavy. And they said, I'll carry it for you if you give me, some of your chocolate. I'd be like, okay, you can have some of my chocolate. It was too heavy for me to carry. And then when I remember getting home, Uber Eats, $14.17 for 16 miles to go to Neaters. Hell no. And it was to go to the Strip. Double hell no. So yeah, and then when I get home, I try to separate the good candy from the bad candy. All the chocolate from just the sweet hard candy. And then I would always then for the next few weeks, I would just keep eating the candy at school. I'd stuff it in my pockets, and I would have candy to eat at school, whenever I felt like it. When I was sitting in class, I could sneak some while I was doing something in class. And that's all I really remember about Halloween. Uber Eats, $11 and a penny for 7 miles. No. I remember going into a haunted house one time, and I was really young. I was only about 6 or 7, and it was not really meant for kids as little as I was to go in there. But we had very little parental supervision, so I went in, and it was so scary. They had all these people that were like, it was like Nightmare on Elm Street inside of the haunted house, with blood everywhere and the people with the knives jumping out at you. And I was so terrified that I started attacking the people that were working inside of the haunted house. I was kicking them and punching them, and they finally grabbed me and dragged me out of there because they could see that I was hysterical, and I was screaming. And that was the last time I think I went into a haunted house at that age. I didn't go into a haunted house till I was much older, so that was a mistake. So if you have any little brothers and sisters, don't take them to a haunted house if they're too young. You're gonna traumatize them, because when you're little, you can't differentiate between what is real and what isn't very well when you're scared. The moment you get scared, the instincts just kick into survival mode, and you turn into just a wild animal to survive. And so at least I know that if I'm put into a position where my life is in danger and I've got to fight for my life, I know my instincts would kick in. Have you guys seen those TikTok videos where they scare people, and sometimes the person that's scaring the other person ends up getting punched out because the other person's instincts kick in to defend themselves and they just go berserk? So that's probably what would happen to me. If somebody was really like scaring me to that point, I would probably go berserk. I can't remember. I don't think, if people just, I think lately, if anybody tries to sneak up on me and scare me, I don't really react at all. I think because I'm just so old now, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, what? They're like, boo, and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh. Oh, were you trying to scare me? Okay. I'm trying to remember oh yeah, I've gotten scared recently. Like in the dark, you're walking in the house and someone's around the corner and they don't mean to scare you. I've gotten scared like that, but I don't react scared, but I tell them, oh, you scared me. Like I can feel being scared inside, but I don't have a physical reaction. So, but that's it for my Halloween story. So you can see nothing's coming in. Very, very slow today. Not much at all is going to be happening. And it's already going to be noon. So this is my plan now. So I'm driving back home, and if I make it back home, I'm just going to turn it off, and we will say our goodbyes. So you can expect a goodbye when we get closer to the Smith Shopping Center. I'm trying to think what landmarks you'll see. I'll just tell you when we're getting closer. But when we get closer, I'll just be like, no, that's it, I'm done. I'm wrapping it up. There's obviously nobody wants to spend money right now because, all the money's going to be spent this evening doing whatever they're going to do, their parties and stuff. So, I mean, if I was smart, I would be doing delivering tonight to make the really good money. But I don't like driving at night. I don't like driving in the evening. I'm too tired. This is really the only time of day I have the energy and really the desire to go out and drive around. Once I have my lunch and I upload the video and I do some chores around the house, and after dinner, good night, I am done. I'm just ready to crash. I gotta remember to unplug my Christmas tree so it's completely dark in the house. I don't want anybody to think I'm home. Uber Eats, $9.03 to go to Bell's Barbecue for 13 miles. That's a no. And so it looks like, today, now it looks like all we're going to be making is $20. That is all so far. So far it looks like a very sad, low earning day. The last time we made this little bit was on Tuesday. Tuesday is when I think I made $21 or $22 on Tuesday. So it's probably going to be a repeat of Tuesday. $6.03 for 3.3 miles to go to Taco Man Grill. Oh, somebody else got it. It was a Trip Radar. That's alright, I didn't really want it. I'm only accepting $8. $10.45 for 4 miles, but I have to shop at Sprouts for 15 items. That's a no. I do not. You have to give me at least $1 for every item. So if you're going to make me shop for 15 items in Sprouts, you better pay me at least $15. Or you ain't getting your stuff from me. That ain't going to happen. That's you have to make up rules if you're doing this job about what is acceptable and what isn't. So for shopping, it's always going to be $2 for every mile, just like all the other ones. $8 minimum. But when you look at the number of items, it has to equal at least $1 for every item because of the time it takes to shop for the items. Now, I will sometimes bend the rules if the items are if the dollar amount is very high. Like if it's a $25 shopping trip for like 4 or 5 miles, but they have like 30 items or 35 items, I'm like, I'll still do it because it's a high dollar amount. But when you're talking only $10, it's like, oh no, it's a 10 item or less situation. Oh, the traffic is building up right now. I don't know what's going on. It's like you people need to stay home. You should be at home resting for your big Halloween parties tonight. Oh gosh, the traffic always backs up here so bad. Maybe I'll get over one. Oh no. It's the same as where I'm at. I'll stay here. Most of these cars are going to end up making left turns. See, I was right. I was smart to stay here. Now I'm getting ahead of all these cars. I'm a few more lanes ahead than if I would have gotten over. And this way it gives me the option to make a left turn in an emergency situation. Like if I get an offer from, there's a Taco Bell over here, and there's a Walgreens over here. So I could get an offer from one of these places, and then I can just make a left turn to get to them. So this is a good lane to be in for right now. But at some point I gotta get over to my far right. Oh boy. Yeah, not an exciting video today, gang. I just did some shopping at Target. That's all I got. Unfortunately. I don't have any Halloween decorations out front. I didn't even decorate for Halloween inside my house, come to think of it, this year. Normally I put out Halloween decorations at least inside the house to get into a Halloween mood. But I don't think I was in the mood for Halloween this year. I just wanted to get to Christmas. I wanted to get to the Christmas stuff. I don't know why. $8.20 from Uber, drive 11 miles to go to Munchbox. That's a no. I don't know why I didn't do Halloween. I'm trying to figure out what was on my mind that made me skip it. I'm sure there was something busy was going on. $2 for 1.2 miles. No. Time to get over, everybody. Clear the runway. Clear the runway, everyone. I am coming over. Let's see. $15.50 for 17 miles. That's a no. $8.66 for 8.2 miles. That's a no. Man, people get so aggressive right here. It is so ridiculous. $4.06 for 3.6 miles. That's a no. I'm getting closer. It's almost time to just do a wrap up. $18.08 for 12.7 miles. That's a no. What did they close all this off for? Why is there all this caution tape? $18.08. It's the same offer you just sent me. I said no. I said no. No means no. No means no. I'm logging off. Hello, I'm saying end dash. They always send me something right when I'm about to end my dash. I don't care what it is now. I'm ending. Goodbye. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for the show today. I hope you had a good time watching me shop at Target, or at least see me walk into Target. Thanks again. I will see you guys again on the next one. I hope you guys all have a great Halloween. Actually, when you watch this, you'll have already had your Halloween. So I hope you had a fantastic Halloween. And I'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.